Hey guys, good afternoon everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is Miss JD for a very quick episode of our daily stock market insights. And in this video, I'm going to discuss the most trending stocks we had for today, Friday, February 18, and of course, some of the stocks that you have requested from yesterday. Okay, so yeah, for those people who have not subscribed yet to my channel, you are invited. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you're always updated. Okay, now let's discuss how did the index end today's market performance. Today's a Friday, profit taking day. Well, it showed over here with the red candlestick. But what is nice with our candlestick today is that there was a long wick. That means um, mid or throughout the day there was a bearish sentiment, but the moment it touched the MA20 line, which is a very good area of bounce when the stock is moving upwards, so it respected that level and it bounced right there, and then buying sentiment took over. So that is why you ended with a, though it's a red, but there was a push in the price moving up. Okay, so still our MA20 line is um, being respected here. Our channel is here. See that that is our uptrend channel, and I know I created this line in my previous video. So that is the pattern it is respecting at the moment. So most likely we will just be moving within that range, and we'll see once again each time it gets closer to the resistance or to the support level, then we have to also understand what is happening in the volume, in the RSI, and in the foreign activities right there. Okay, so first I'd like to discuss some of the stocks you requested, and then I can go cover some other stocks that were trending today. First is URC. URC, let's show our Bollinger Band. Okay, so guys, I have a very simple set of indicators here. Because I don't want to complicate things. In fact, you don't even have to jump from one indicator to the other. I know all those indicators. I know how to use them, but I just found my niche, meaning me using the Bollinger Band, the volume, the RSI, and then stick to it. Master and understand the movements according to the indicators you've chosen, because you will never gain mastery if you hop from one indicator to the other. But it's nice that you know how to use these things, and I probably use it when it applies. But as for me, I'm using Bollinger Band each time. So, what is happening in URC? Number one, I like the fact that we have crossed somehow the MA20 line, coming from a continuous downtrend. We are still in a downtrend, okay? But at least somehow we have started moving above the MA20 level. Uh, you'd notice sometimes they overshoot, the movement overshoot above the MA20 line, but at the moment, I would like to stick to this MA20 as our nearest support. So just be extra careful the moment it breaks that below 126.40, then that means it's not done yet. Downtrend is not over yet. So what we want to see happening here is that another green engulfing candlestick to come out very near the 126.41. And then what we want to see here is the volume supporting that green engulfing candlestick. Okay, so it would also be nice if our RSI is around the 50 level. So right now, just probably plot your support area around that level, 126.41. So if you move to the left, if you want to validate that, I think there is that validation, because you see this um, long wicks right at this area, but each time it goes near that level, then the bounce happens, buying activity happens. That's why you have wicks right there. The next is RRHI. Guys, I focus my analysis on technicals. So if there are some fundamental analysis or some news related to these stocks I'm covering that might influence the next moves of these stocks, feel free to drop a comment down below so we can learn from you as well. Okay, so what is happening in RRHI, or Robinson's Retail Holdings? So um, if I'm to plot our support, that was the last one, or the lowest in the past few weeks. And I just want to paint this indicator for you guys. So what we did right there was a double bottom. Okay, so it touched that area twice. So this level touched it twice, and then your RSI ended on the second time around, it was higher than the previous one. So that was your bullish divergence. So see that. And then the next day, there was this solid volume. And so what happened next is there was continuation. So that's the nice thing about volume and then the candlestick being, or with both complementing each other. So you had a green candlestick with a volume. That means there's a buying sentiment. There, people know, or probably some of the big investors know something about this stock. That's why they triggered that activity. So even though we had a long week, there was profit taking that happened intraday. Look what happened the next few days. There was continuation. So, well, volume right after that is just very minimal. But hey, people are still holding. See that? Even if you had red the next few days, the volume is not that much. That means whoever entered here, they are sure that it is still very cheap and there's something into it. I just do not know the news because I didn't open it. Oh, share buyback 8 hours ago. So just for the benefit of everyone, and they had several attempts in the past 4 days. When a company buys back their shares, that means they see that the price level right now is very cheap, and they know the potential of their company and the future projects. They know what's going to happen in the future. So given that we are at a very cheap level, that's why they're buying it back. So overall, there could be fluctuations intraday in the coming days, but my take here is that the overall trajectory in the next few weeks or even months is really on a bullish side. You just have intraday, probably some fluctuations within this area on a weekly chart because we're here at the MA20 line. But it's just I can see that these fluctuations will just be a healthy pullback, like minimal pullbacks that will happen. So your support is here 54.91. At the same time, this is the trend line I'm going to draw. So you have that. Okay, see this. Slight overshoot. Okay, I won't draw that anymore. It's not even. But hey, the moment it crosses the MA20 line, this is where your next stop will be. Okay, so take advantage of those fluctuations from 54.91 to 61, because look at the potential of this stock. It is really going to, uh, there's a big chance that it'll move higher. So I like that share buyback thing here because it simply validates that companies' confidence level in their performance is really high. That's why they're buying it back. So those are the key levels I have plotted for you. Just understand where you'd like to re-enter. So if there will be fluctuations, let's say in the next few days, and it touches 59 in the short term on a daily chart, you have a resistance right here because that was your resistance, that was your support. So when it goes back, that will become your support. Okay, so just understand that theory. LTG. LTG looks like we are creating a support at this area where we are at the moment. For 4 days now, we've been moving in that range, and then you just have a doji today. A doji is when a price opens and closes within that range. I mean, on the same price or slightly higher. So it's like a cross. See that? So that's the support we're looking at. So we want to see a good volume with green candlestick forming to really give us a more uh, positive, or yeah, a higher conviction with our sentiment that it's indeed going to reverse this time. All day. All day is currently retesting. You had your support right over here at the 0.52, but you ended red today, so most likely it will retest and stabilize in that level first before it moves up again. Overall, if I'm to look at it, you already have a bullish divergence. Price was moving downwards over here, but your RSI is already a little bit higher. But just remember, you don't use RSI as the main and only basis of your decision, because take note, we can stay in this kind of pattern in an extended period of time, weeks, months even. It could happen, right? It could still go down and still show us this kind of pattern. So at the moment, the nearest support I'm plotting is the 0.5289, because we might retest that and stabilize there first before it moves up. But the moment it breaks that, that's a different story. We have to plot it again and try to understand the price action, the volume, and the RSI come that day. So feel free to just continue requesting that. So we'll take a look at that every single day. Okay, so those are the four stocks you have requested from the previous video. So I'm gonna publish this earlier so that later on, if you have more stocks to request, I can record another video. Anyway, it's a Friday, so we have more time in our plate. So let me just quickly take a look at the other stocks that were trending. Let's try ICT first. ICT never fails. This one is still following the channel that we have here for the uptrend, right? So that is the uptrend channel it is following. So if you are an investor, meaning you're a long-term holder of the stock, each time it dips, that will be your opportunity to add. Converge is still a red. So this is a dead cat bounce, confirming the dead cat bounce because it created a lower high. So this is your highest point, and then it bounced, but we got rejected at the MA20 line. So chances are we will be dropping in the coming days. And at the moment, let me just plot. See, I really have a strong feeling. I mentioned this in the previous video. I saw this gap over here, so I feel that it might not happen right away, but chances are in the coming days or weeks, it will really revisit that. So be patient. I know you can get this at a much cheaper level, but nothing to be scared about. Converge, highly operational. There was even uh, a news about Starlink partnering with Converge. Was it Converge? I think it was Converge, that they will be partnering with Converge. That I think that was the reason why this stock is was on an uptrend or in an uptrend in the past few months. So that's something to watch out for. See the development in that space, and find out if it's really going to materialize. Okay, so uh, area to catch would be 24.04. Okay, so let me just put that here on my list. So I talked about ICT, Converge. And last would be Dito. Of course, I have to check this stock. Okay, so healthy pullback. It was just a healthy pullback. Took several days. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have a green. So chances are with foreign buying over here. So there's this the buying sentiment is starting to form. Okay, we're not higher than the average volume yet, but coming from Feb 17 to Feb 18, we doubled the volume. So buying activity is starting to take place. So take advantage of those dips, 557 to 580. But at the moment, I see support at the 557. So guys, when I talk about Dito, I my target audience would really be long-term holders. Because if you are a trader or yeah, a position trading wise, still okay. Momentum traders, those people enter when the stock is confirmed in an uptrend. So at the moment, still, I think coming from a January 19th to the current day, this is forming an uptrend channel. See that? So that's your uptrend in the short term. So this is your, so it will continue to move in that direction. Okay, but probably in the weekly chart, we're still in a downtrend. So overall, I think the buying sentiment here is really forming. See the difference in the volume right here compared to the volume in the past few months. The buying activity is starting to really happen right here. Okay, so I think that's my outlook for these stocks. Feel free to drop a comment. I want to record another one tonight, so I can include your requests. In the meantime, thank you and have a great afternoon. Bye bye for now.